Hello, my friends. How are you today? I hope today is going very, very well for you. I had a little idea for a painting today. I have this little piece of Arches watercolor paper, just a scrap. And I thought, I've had this idea in my head for a while, and maybe it would be nice to do this and just make it into a bookmark, or a couple of bookmarks maybe. Yeah, so that's what my thought is. I have a couple of paintbrushes here. This one I cannot say for the life of me. I have no idea. But it's a 1. And it is made of squirrel hair. Then I have my Princeton brush, number 6 round. And I also have a Velvet Touch Princeton brush, long round, number 6. It has a very fine point to it. So I'm just going to jump right in, get my paintbrush wet. I am thinking of poppies. I love poppies. Oh, and the paints I'm using today are my favorite. This is my favorite palette. It's really nice. It's stuff that I picked out after I started painting and realized what I wanted. They're mostly Daniel Smith paints. There are a few Winsor Newton in there that I found that I really liked, and there are a couple of Grumbacher paints in there that I was trying out and ended up really liking. So I'll try to let you know what is what as we go, but it's pretty much going to be reds right now. So I'm going to go with some Alizarin Crimson by Daniel Smith. First off, I really need some darkness to this. Some really fancy, beautiful. I think this is just one of the best things ever. I am not wetting this paper. I want this paper to be dry. So we're going to color right on a dry piece of paper, and I'm not going to worry about the edges. We're going to just color it with a lot of red. Beautiful, beautiful red. If it starts to buckle, then I'll deal with that after. But we're doing what they call wet on dry. This is wet on dry for watercolor. This is where you have a dry piece of paper and you add wet paint to it. And this way you're also going to see the difference in 100% cotton paper and the other papers that I have used. I've used a lot of papers on here that were not 100% cotton, and it's very, you're just going to see, you'll see a difference in all this. I've got several different beautiful, lovely reds and dark pigments. I'm going to try to make this look like poppies, but more abstract poppies. If we can do that, I will be extremely happy because I love red. I really do. I mean, I like all the colors. Since I started painting and photography, I have fallen in love with more than just my normal red color. That is a little bit of Alizarin Crimson from Winsor Newton. It's completely different. I'm sure you can see that. It's very different. It's not near as pigmented as Daniel Smith. Daniel Smith is most definitely my favorite paint. This is most definitely my favorite paint. I love the vibrancy and the just such deep dark color. I'm just going straight in with some Daniel Smith Alizarin Crimson, just kind of thinking about where there might be a flower. Maybe we'll go with a little bit of quinacridone coral from Daniel Smith. See how that comes in there, because, you know, they're not all exactly the same color. Sometimes there's a little bit of yellow in flowers. When you start really looking at the pictures and actually flowers in your garden, you'll see there are so many colors to the flowers. It's not like there's just one flower, one color. You have red rose, it's all red. There's darkness to it, there's light to it. It's just gorgeous. And let's see about some quinacridone red from Winsor Newton. We'll add a little bit of that in here too, just to see what we come up with. And when I'm happy with what I have, then poppies have this beautiful middle. Beautiful, gorgeous middle. And I'm going to add a little bit of quinacridone magenta from Daniel Smith as well, just to give it a little that depth that I was talking about. They have this beautiful black middle. It's just one of my favorite flowers. And I don't really think there's any around here. Maybe it's too cold for them. I don't know where they actually grow. I should look that stuff up. But I love poppies. Pictures of poppies. Oh, just most definitely one of my favorite flowers in the entire world. And we're going to add a little bit, just tiny, of opera pink. I would like to see what that might do. Just a little hint of pink in some of these spots, just to see. You never know if you don't try, right? Like I said, this is going to be very abstract. This doesn't mean that this is where the flowers might be. I may end up doing a second coat. You just don't know with me. I'm one of those people who just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. What might happen, might happen. And you can see, I'm not even holding it down anymore. It's not buckling. It's all wet. I can see the sheen of the paint all over it. It is all wet. Now I'm going to change paintbrushes. And I'm going to try to give it more of a pinpoint of where I'm going to put these colors. I have this beautiful thing. It's called Neutral Tint by Daniel Smith. As you can see, I really like Daniel Smith. We're going to just put a little neutral tint in a couple of places where I see there could be a beautiful flower. And we're going to see what happens. I might not like it. I might be like, eh, this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to at all. And you know what? It's okay. That is absolutely okay. It doesn't have to. Plus, if you want an extra couple in here somewhere, you can do that, because we can go back in after it dries and we can add more poppies with some dry, wet on dry again. So I see poppies everywhere in this. I think that this is working out exactly the way I thought it would. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit and then I will be back. But I'm hoping you're seeing what I'm seeing. This looks beautiful, and I don't even have my reading glasses on yet. Oh yeah, I put them on. Yep, this is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. This is very beautiful. Makes me happy. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars. I'm liking it. I hope you're liking it. This is pretty. I guess two of my favorite colors must be black and red. Okay. So, we'll be back in a short little minute. Okay, I think we're pretty much dry now. Not completely, maybe a little bit damp, but I like where it is. So I was thinking, while you were paused that I would pull out this beautiful set of, oh, now I went and got it wet, creamer pigments. Oh, this gold, holy cow. Oh my stars. It is the bomb diggity. I love that. They have beautiful red. They have a beautiful, you know what? I don't remember what that one is called. I think it's some sort of a brown, but it looks more red when you actually use it. Let's see. Let's give you a little swatchy poo. I mean, to me, I mean, it is brownish, I guess, but it has red undertones. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. It has red undertones. So, I am going to mix up a little bit of my quinacridone magenta because it is so deep and so beautiful. I love it. So beautiful. I don't like wasting anything, so I'm going to squeegee it off with my fingers. It's all good. And then I'm going to add to that more of that beautiful Alizarin Crimson from Daniel Smith. If I didn't say it, the purple that I just used, that is also from Daniel Smith. Just want this to be really, 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 really dark and beautiful. Dark, dark, dark and beautiful. Like super duper. This is the way I do it, people. I just like to, if I'm going to paint, I like to be messy. I'm going to be messy with it. That's the way it should be. Looks like blood. It's so dark. So gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Makes me happy. I like red. Have I said that yet? Have I told you how much I like red? I don't think I've said it. Not near enough, right? I think I just may have mentioned it. Like tiny. Okay, now I think that's good. I'm going to start off with that red from Creamer. And I'm going to see, where do I see this happening? I can see it all when you guys were muted or when you were paused. Now it's like, huh, where did I see that? I'm just going to give it some beautiful little leaves here and there. Some of them coming out. We're just going to miss it a bit, you know, just... because they're poppies. Poppies have this beautiful way about them of being so kind of messy. And I love it. I love their petals and how they're just messy. They do what they do, you know? I want to say that this one is like turned up. You see what I mean? That's what I see. I see this one turned up. And then we're going to have a little one over here too. Just kind of peeking off the page. You know? That makes me happy. I like that. Let's do a little bit more of that color down lower. I got these cool towels to dab on from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you do Dollar Tree, but man, they got some good stuff in there. I love going to the Dollar Tree. I just think that they have the best stuff. And it's like $1.25. And I don't get a kickback from saying that. It's just my opinion. This right here. Yeah. And you can reuse it. And it's super absorbent. And you can use it for anything in your house. It is good. I'll show you. I just got one. Look at that. Pretty cool. And I saw that and I thought, super absorbent, and you can reuse it. Why not? I'm going to get that for my painting. Okay, now I'm going to use my alizarin crimson and my mixture here. Alizarin crimson and I'm painting, I can't look. Quinacridone magenta. Yeah, I like this. I'm just really happy with this whole thing. I think this is going to be, this is my favorite. I love this. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Let's see, another one that's going to be turned up a little. Look at that color move. It's just pretty. And then you can just like dip your paintbrush in water once and it just softens it, but you still have the color. So see, then you have a softer one. And maybe you want to have a medium feel to this one over here. You know? Maybe you just want to have a little bit of, whoa, pop of red. Holy cow, you know? Just like that kind of dry feeling. Oh my goodness, I love that. Look at that. Where it's kind of like almost dry painting. I have a couple of those in there where it's just like just the paint scratched on. I love that. Look at that. I think that's just pretty. Okay. We're going to do another one down here. Just a little bit of that lovely little, a ghost of a flower petals. You know, just little petals. Just little petals. Yeah. I love them little petals. I hope you guys try this stuff. Because seriously, and you don't have to do every single flower. Like this one here, maybe I'll just leave it. But maybe I won't. I just don't know yet. This one's going to be one of those that's going to be off the page, but yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. It's a completely different color poppy. Look at that. This one needs a little bit of color for my taste because that one we're going to leave in the background a bit. Oop, stuck my finger in it. Yeah, I love this. This is going to be easy, easy, easy. I want you to try it. I want you to tag me in it. Can you say it with me? Say it with me. Let's try this. We're going to do this. We're going to tag Miss Danielle. We're going to tag her at the Painting Turtle. We're going to do it. We're not going to leave her hanging. She wants us to tag her. We're going to do it. Did you say it? Because they say if you say it, you have more of a tendency of doing it. Whatever it is. Right? So, say it, and then do it. This one's behind that one. We're going to make it look like it's behind this one. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it a lot, a lot. So very much. Oh. This one's going to be looking up. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. And the best thing about these lovely watercolor paints is when you have a whole lot left over that you made, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to turn bad on you. It's just going to sit there and wait for you to come back and use it sometime. It's going to dry in your palette, and you're going to come back and you're going to use it again for something else. Because that's what it is. It's just watercolor. Watercolor, to me, is just one of the best things. Oh, I love it. Okay. I love that. Okay. Sorry, that might be loud. Okay, let's put a little bit more black in a couple of these. And then I'm thinking we're going to call it a day. I was going to put some green on here, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I just don't know. If we put more green, if we put green on here, then it have, I don't know. Part of me feels like I need to. Part of me feels like, why? A little bit more of this, and this is not black. It is kinda. It's neutral tint. Technically, you can add it to just about anything, and it will tint your colors. It's for when you want to cheat and not use your color wheel. I found it, and I saw somebody online had it, and I was like, oh, I need that. That's a fantastic color. It's black, but kind of not, you know what I mean? Look at that. I love it. Okay. This is going to be bookmarks. At least 2, right? You can see it, can't you? Can you see the bookmarks here? I love it. Absolutely love it. Can you see the whole thing in my own screen? There I am. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty. Are you seeing this? You can do this, can't you? You can. You definitely can do this. I want you to do this. This was super easy. You don't have to use Canson watercolor paper. You can use anything you want to use. You can use some paper that you just found somewhere else. You can, whatever. It doesn't have to be Canson watercolor paper. It can be, I'm saying Canson. I meant, excuse me, not Canson. Arches. Heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy, man. Arches. You don't have to use arches. You can use Canson. You can use whatever your little heart desires. A piece of copy paper. You may not get the same effect, but you still can make a pretty picture. And we'll do it. I'll show you. I will show you. You can make a pretty picture even with regular old everyday paper. You can watercolor on anything. You may not get the fine bleeds that everyone talks about, but you can do it. You can watercolor on anything. You can paint on anything. If you're sending your friend a beautiful note, watercolor a pretty little message on the side. A little flower on the side of your message, excuse me. Yeah. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that's where I'm going to leave it, right there. So, if you like it, give me a link. Give me a like or give me a link to your hashtag. You can hashtag me at the Painting Turtle or the Painting Turtle 28 so I can see what you've made, because I would love to. And let me know if you did it. I want to know. I want to see your beautiful creations. I want to see it. That one's just too stark for me. I think it needed to be blended out just a little. Look at that. See? You can just go back and fix it. I love this. I need to know what you think. Tell me what you feel, how you like this idea, if you're going to try it. Share it with your friends. Comment. Subscribe to my channel, please. It doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That's just going to tell you when I have a new video up. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to cut this in 2 pieces. And we're going to have pretty little bookmarks. and I think it's going to be fine. Fine and dandy. Okay. I think you guys can do this. I want you to. Have a great day. Peace and love to you all. And God bless. See you next time. Bye.